photograph of us. It was taken on a bus. Cross time the last time I saw you. And now this whole world is going round. But it's when you're gone it really brings me down, down. Oh, will you wait till I get back home again? 'Cause I'm willing to give this another chance. Only you, baby, keep me up at night. Sometimes crazy's alright. I can't get myself together. I'm soaking in the pain. It's ridiculous how easy it is to go astray when my focus ain't right. And sometimes crazy's alright. And now this whole world is going round. But it's when you're gone it really brings me down, down. Oh, will you wait till I get back home again? 'Cause I'm willing to give this another chance. Only you, baby, keep me up at night. Sometimes crazy's alright. Well, I never thought I'd say I was in love with you again. It's funny how my life is come around to this. I'm crazy for you. I do like crazy girls do. And now this whole world is going round. But it's when you're gone it really brings me down, down. Oh, will you wait till I get back home again? 'Cause I'm willing to give this another chance. Only you, baby, keep me up at night. Sometimes crazy's alright.
Previews. Hi, and welcome to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show. I am sitting here with two co-hosts this time. I have Dave Johnson and is this Veronica?
This is Veronica, yes.
Yes.
Veronica, hi Veronica.
Hi.
I understand you have a very special treat for us in
Yes.
store at some time during this show. Let me put my headphones on so I can hear myself talk. Anyway, so I'm so excited because I see that, magician and then
The singer.
the singer, the singer.
The singer, the vocalist for the show.
At least he didn't say chick singer. Normally that's what we're called, right, Veronica?
Yeah.
They're the guys, they say, oh, yeah, the chick singer and the band man, yeah. So how'd you guys get together?
Oh, that's interesting. That's a very... You might need
There's a
a-
long version and a
You might want to
short
bring in a
version.
psychologist for this one.
Just tell the short
so
version.
7 years ago, I went on my first date with my ex-girlfriend, and that was at a New Year's Eve party, and that is when I met the lovely Veronica at this house party. And so then after about 6 months, the female and I, we split ways, and we're still friends.
The
actually.
female.
The female.
I'm glad to
The
hear
name
she
out.
was a female. Was
Female,
she
yes.
human or just
Yes,
a female?
human, yes, humanoid, female, yes.
Humanoid.
So, she was actually Ronnie's friend before she was my friend.
Oh, I see.
And then we've all remained friends. She's actually going to be one of Ronnie's bridesmaids in our wedding next
Yes.
month.
Oh, how sweet.
Yeah.
So she got over it, right?
Yeah.
I think she got over it faster than he did.
Oh, she was happy to let him go, huh? You're in the middle of us now.
Literally and figuratively. This is horrible. Yeah.
This is horrible. But now you guys do a routine together.
Yeah, we have
Yes.
a show called Pink Tie Magic, and there it is right there. We'll get the backup. And so it's great. It's a comedy, magic, and mentalism show. And then Veronica sings throughout the show different pieces. And,
While you're doing the mentalizing.
Yeah, mentalizing. Yes. Yes. She makes me mentalize at home.
Are you
too.
going to mentalize on us today?
I will. Yeah, I'll do some magic for you
Are
guys.
you
It'll
really?
be fun. Yeah.
Oh,
it'll be good.
cool.
Yeah.
When? Are you going to do it now?
So yeah, we'll spread it throughout. Yeah, we'll spread it throughout.
Okay, so you guys met back then,
Yes.
7 years ago?
7 years ago. And and then we got engaged on New Year's Eve of 2000.
I thought he was going to say on April Fool's Day.
April Fool's. I've always thought that would be funny and not funny at the same time.
Oh, we're really
That's where it
giving him a
falls
hard
into.
time.
Oh my gosh!
He doesn't
Some
know
makeup
what
in
to
here,
do.
something is turning red. I think. It's just a little flush.
You notice how we're good friends already. You
Yeah,
know,
I know it happens all the time. That's fine. That's good.
your ex-girlfriends, the show host.
My
you know.
ex-girlfriend is also a redhead, so that's.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it works out by proxy, I guess. So yeah, but it's a lot of fun. It's about anywhere from 5 minutes to 75-minute show, depending on what the client needs, and it's all mainly corporate stuff we're doing right now.
Right.
We're looking to get into more of the cruise ships and the comedy clubs and things of that nature, colleges. But
Yeah.
it's right now the corporate arena is a lot of fun.
So, how did you get into magic?
I was 4 years
Mr.
old.
Dave Johnson.
Dave Johnson.
Yes, Mr. Dave Johnson.
So you guys will be whispering it later on. I know you will. So I was 4 years old. My parents. I was born and raised in Modesto, and
California?
In California, yes. And don't hold it against me.
I was in Modesto one year of my life in a week.
Yeah,
It felt like a year.
One
No.
time.
it's a good place to be from. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. That in Buffalo, New York.
Yeah, Buffalo, New York, or Illinois, or any other Buffalo that's out there.
Moline, Illinois.
Moline, Illinois.
Actually, to be more specific.
Were you in Moline also? I lived in Moline. Did you live
Yeah,
in
I
Moline?
was in Moline.
Really?
No, I didn't live there. I sang there, though.
You sang in Moline?
Yeah, I'm a singer.
Okay, well I
Yeah.
didn't do that. I looked at the website. Yeah, no, that's great.
And she and I are going to sing a song together later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I have no clue what's
But I
going
hear
on right
she's
now.
going to do something very special.
It will be special. Never mind. All right. So no, I'm from Modesto. Never been to Moline. That's a lie. Never been to Illinois. So I was in Modesto, and my parents went to Reno, Nevada. Once a month, we go hang out a lot at the Circus
I've been to
Circus.
Reno, too.
You've been to Reno, really?
yeah.
I can spell Reno.
Yeah.
I've been there too.
Yeah.
So we went out to Reno, and I met with this clown named Ravioli, and there was another clown named Cuddles the Clown. And so my sister Kelly, my half sister, she was friends with the clowns, and I was 4, and she's 11 at the time, 7 years older than I am. And so what happened was she introduced me to Ravioli. Ravioli took his nose off his little sponge nose off, put it in my hand, took another one out of his pocket, put it in his hand, and then hit my hand 3 times. The one from his hand vanished and appeared in my hand, so I had 2, and that was it. I was hooked. And my sister knew how it was done. I had no clue, and she wouldn't tell me. So my parents bought me a book on magic, and that's how I learned how to read.
And he
Magic
was
helps
hooked
you
from
read.
then on
Magic
out.
helps you read.
Okay. All right. So, were your parents really supportive of you being a magician?
Yeah. Well, my dad's an attorney,
Yeah.
so it's a whole family
Oh,
of
well, that
professional
makes
liars.
sense.
Yeah, it's
He's providing magic all the time.
yes. And then my mom works with my father, and then she's also a singer and a choreographer for a group of women called Sweet Adelines. It's a
She
barbershop
Sweet
was a
Adelines.
big deal singer
Okay.
back in the day.
She was a singer in a lounge show. She would travel from Reno to Tahoe to Laughlin, and with the Bill and April show, and they were going to go and get a residency here in Las Vegas. This is back in the day, and then their trailer got stolen on the road, and then a bunch of other things happened. The group split up, and
It was like
it's
one thing after the other.
one thing after another. And so, but there was some pretty influential people that wanted to buy my mom's contract back in the days when different people in the mob bought entertainers' contracts.
He keeps saying back in the
so-called-
days.
so-called mob.
He must be talking about 10 years back or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At
10 years ago,
At
before
least.
the
Like
215
in
was
19,
built.
something.
Something.
Because now it's 2000 and something. So,
Was it
16?
2016?
2016.
Sweet 16.
That was a long time ago. Now is your mom listening in right now?
No,
Oh, okay.
she doesn't know how to work the computer.
Oh,
That's not true. She's hip. She's got an iPhone. It's awesome.
oh, cool.
Yeah.
Does she have the app for Vegas All Net Radio?
She does. She does.
Cool.
Yes.
See?
And you should get it too, right now.
That's right. Get it right now. Go to Vegas All Net Radio, and you too can have the app for our show, and you can listen right in if you're not already. So, all right, let's talk about Veronica.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. When did you start singing?
I started singing. Oh, my goodness. I've always been singing. I don't even know when I wasn't singing. I was one of those kids. I grew up with Rodgers and Hammerstein and the Disney sing-along videotapes, and it was like, little 30-minute videotapes, and they would take different songs from different movies, and it would put the song with the scene with the words on the bottom,
Right.
and there'd be the little bouncing ball, and that's actually how I learned to read, was because I knew the words.
Your Disney karaoke.
Yeah, through Disney karaoke.
You must be a lot older than you look.
I am.
I don't even
actually.
remember. Are they still doing the bouncing ball?
No, they don't do them anymore. And it's like, I remember that I love those tapes. I had
yeah.
that's what I always had, and
Yeah.
I knew all the different songs, and I loved listening to the radio. And for me, I was born in '83, so I was listening to the oldies, which at the time were songs from the '50s and '60s. So those are the songs that I grew up with. And I learned all of those songs. I don't think I listened to mainstream radio until I was about 13 years old.
John just had a heart attack over there when you said you were born in 1983. He said, "Oh my God, I could be her grandfather." Anyway, but I would never say that, of course, because
Because you're a female.
because I'm a female, and I'm just so young that I would only be her mother. No. Anyway, well, that's great. So, and do you have a favorite style of songs that you like to sing?
Broadway.
Broadway.
I love show tunes.
Oh yeah.
The bigger, the better.
What's your
I love
favorite?
them. Oh my goodness.
Show.
My favorite show right now is Wicked.
Oh yeah.
I love that show.
Oh, do you sing that song? That big one, that one that
the
they sing?
Defying Gravity?
Defying Gravity.
Yes, I do.
love that song. Oh my, you can sing that?
I don't do it well every time.
Oh my
but
God, that
probably
thing is in
one
the
out of-
stratosphere.
One out of every 4 times I hit it just right. It's a very difficult song.
It's a very challenging
It's
song.
probably
yeah.
the hardest song. No, it's not. Ironically enough, Send in the Clowns is the hardest song that I've ever learned.
You're kidding.
It is. It's so, because it's so all over the place, and
is?
it's parts where you want to go high naturally, and it's supposed to go low, and I'm going, who wrote this? So that's probably the most difficult song I've ever learned.
Ironically, it's also the theme song for our relationship.
Yeah, Send in the Clowns.
And you've been doing that ever since.
Send
I
in
can
the
tell.
Clowns.
Now I understand that you're going to do something very special for us, Veronica.
Yes.
And it's going to take a little time for you to get ready for that. But in a few minutes, we have another caller. We have a caller coming in, calling in, I should say, and a recording artist. And then I'm going to put Dave Johnson on the spot because I'm going to have him join me, and you both join me in asking him some questions.
Ooh.
How's that?
Sounds
Awesome.
good.
So tell me, how do you like hosting a show so far?
It's fun. I like it.
Okay, so do you have a website?
Yes.
For what you guys do?
It's pinktieMagic.com.
Pink Tie?
Yes. Like
T-I-E?
Dave's- Yes.
Oh, Pink Tie. There it is. PinkTieMagic.com.
I have my bow.
There you go.
Oh, how cute! And shoes.
And my shoes.
And
yes.
look at these shoes.
Which I'm not wearing
Oh, I
right now.
noticed the
But yeah.
shoes.
These are not the shoes like Dorothy wore, but they're a little higher than those.
Just a little bit.
These are like the 5-inch stilettos.
Oh, yeah.
Stiletto heels.
Well, I couldn't skip down the yellow brick road in those.
no.
All the cracks.
No. So okay, and you're going to do a little magic for
Yeah,
us
yeah.
in a
We got
little
some
bit.
magic for
Do you
you
need a
guys.
deck? I have
And
a
now
deck.
we have, I think we have Abe LaMarca on the phone. Is that Abe?
Hi, Sandy. How are you?
How are good, good. I sorry about that. I know you had another number to call in on, and that was my number. But this is good. I'm glad you found this number to call in.
I guess it's better if we talk on the air.
I guess so. But Tom was being very efficient because he made sure you had both numbers. So, how are you today?
I'm not all that good at promotion. See, I call people on their private cell phones instead of calling them on the air so people can hear the actual interview.
That's okay. So, tell us where you been. I've got one lovely show host here,
What do you mean
and
one?
one very handsome,
That'll work.
adorable, cute show host. And his
When
name
is he coming in?
His name is. Did you really say that? Dave Johnson here, and Veronica, and they are with Pink Tie Magic.
Oh, awesome. Well, if they're in Las Vegas, they have to be good looking, and they have to be pretty talented to be hanging out in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So-
John is pointing at my hair. My hair must be a mess, but
Sure, it's okay.
oh, it's perfect now, so I will not touch it. Okay, Abe, tell us a little bit about your music and your new songs and everything that you're promoting right now.
Well, my latest project is Ann Cochran, who you interviewed, I think, a week ago.
Yes.
I produced her new album and sang a couple songs with her. One of which is number 14 on the smooth jazz chart, and I'm happy to say that it's being played in Las Vegas by KUNV. I want to say hello to my friends there,
Good.
and Lindsay, and everybody at KUNV. It's called "Who's Gonna Baby You?" If you've heard it. It's a duet with Ann Cochran and myself. And but yeah, so lately we've been working on Ann's album, and that seems to be going over real well. I'm very, very proud of it. I sent you some of my tunes from my latest album, Stand and Deliver. And, I'm in Cleveland now, which is my hometown. I was living in Las Vegas for a while and hanging out with some great people there. Jerry Lopez. Sam Spade,
Jerry's great.
City
Yeah.
Horns.
Yeah.
All great friends of mine. And so let's say hi to all the cats. Hi, guys. Anybody's listening?
They are great.
And, oh, yeah, they're the best.
I know. And Veronica's got a question for you, Abe.
Who wrote the song?
Okay.
Who wrote the duet?
I wrote this song. I co-wrote it with another fellow Clevelander named Mark Aztek. He's written a lot of cool songs. He's played with and wrote for Donnie Iris. And I believe he was the keyboard player way back in the day on Play That Funky Music, White Boy, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
I played with those guys.
You're talking to me.
But anyway, so we'll forgive him for that. But anyway, just kidding. But yeah, it's an original song, and it was something that I thought would be good for a duet for me and Annie, and it's been going over real well, and I'm pretty proud of it. So
That's great, Abe. Which studio did you end up recording this in?
we recorded everything here in Cleveland. We did do a little pre-production in Las Vegas. I have a son in Las Vegas who is also an entertainer, has a great band in Las Vegas called Walk Off Hits. His name is Ross LaMarca.
Okay.
And and he's got a great band. They're playing on the Strip, and he's got another. I co-produced his EP that he had. But we did some pre-production there in Las Vegas, but most of the record was produced here in Cleveland.
Well, why didn't Tom tell me? We could have had him on too.
Hoorah! I'm going to give you his number. You can call him. And,
We'll bring him
he's
back.
Way more interesting than I am, and he's way better looking.
Oh.
And oh yeah, he's very cool. Very cool.
Well, good. We'll have to get him in here to be on the show also. So now,
Yeah, Walk Off Hits. They're very cool.
okay. So now, what song do you want us to play for you? Because I know you sent us some of your songs.
Well, one of my songs from Stand and Deliver. Well, it depends. It's kind of a soulful album.
Good.
Got a little bit of an R&B thing. That's what I grew up doing. That's what I like.
We like
So
that.
if you like it funky, the title track is pretty funky, called "Stand and Deliver." That's a pretty funky track. And they've played that one in Las Vegas. I had
Okay.
another. Actually, they're playing a few of the songs off the album
Good.
in Las Vegas. So,
Okay. Well, let's do the funky one then.
Yeah, stand and deliver. Yeah.
Stand and Deliver. Here we are with Abe LaMarca.
Don't cry me a river. Just stand a river. Just stand and deliver the goods. You showed up long on style, and your flash that toothy smile. But you got a lot to learn about old school. I'll show you what's cool. See, it ain't about that flash or talking all that trash. I'm sure your mama didn't raise no fool. No. So if you're planning on knocking me out, you better knock me out. 'Cause I know a little more than you think I know. And if you're trying to take my place, come say it to my face. Said if you really wanna be the man, you gotta beat the man. Stand and deliver. Spare me the tears, baby, don't cry me a river. Just stand there and deliver. Cut me up a big chunk of that funk, not just a sliver. Just stand and deliver the goods.
See, here's the way I put it, okay? My whole life, people have been giving me imitation crab and telling me it's lobster. But I've had lobster, so you can't give me imitation crab and tell me it's lobster.
Abe LaMarco. Woo! I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's. Thank you very much. That's actually Jerry Lopez doing a cameo there.
Oh, no wonder. I'm sitting here, I'm thinking this is the kind of thing that they would be playing, you know.
Yeah, that was Jerry Lopez speaking there. All my life people have tried to give me imitation crab and tell me it's lobster, but I've had lobster, so you can't give me imitation crab. And he was speaking about another great talented friend of ours from Las Vegas, and that's Michael Grimm.
Oh yeah,
Who we've all had the pleasure of working with. And that's actually Michael Grimm chuckling there in the background as well. So I clipped that and we put it in that record. So 'cause, I thought that was a great quote.
That is great. So okay,
yeah,
so
I miss those guys dearly over there. Jerry Lopez and Lenny and Tony Davich, all the guys, Tyreek Johnson and Michael Grimm, all the cats.
well, you need to come back.
Well,
But he's in
I
Cleveland.
am planning a trip soon. I will be back soon. I definitely come and see you for sure and see you guys. I really appreciate you supporting Ann Cochran's music. She said to say hello, by the way, and she really enjoyed hanging with you and talking to you last week.
Yeah, she's
And,
great.
I really appreciate you folks supporting us and giving us a chance to be on your show.
Oh, I appreciate it too. And we've got
So
another question
you,
here from
you live in Cleveland,
Dave
Abe.
Johnson.
You have Dave Johnson.
Dave Johnson.
So you live in Cleveland, Ohio. How many times have you been out to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Only you're trying to get me in trouble.
I just want to know.
Only once or twice, maybe.
A week, right? Once or twice a week. Is that what you're going
It's
to
a
say?
very interesting place. Very cool. I thought the most interesting things for me were seeing like Pete Townsend's report card from junior high school, I think it was, where he flunked everything except music. He got an A, and they have great stuff like that in the. They have original lyrics to some Billy Joel songs, like scribbled on a piece of paper and stuff like that. Those were the most interesting things for me. But I've only been there, sorry to say, only a couple of times.
Well, it's kind of like going to the Strip. A lot of times, we're so busy here, that I keep saying, "Oh, I'm going to go to that show. Oh, I'm going to go to that show." And we think it's going to be here forever, and then all of a sudden, it's like it's gone. Wait, I didn't get to see it after.
We actually, we just bought tickets to go see
Yeah.
Jubilee tomorrow, so I'm excited about that.
Jubilee's gone.
Wait, what?
Now.
Go see it tomorrow.
Hey,
It's like we did. Why did we do that?
That's affiliated with your show that I think is friends with me. I can't. Is there someone else who's who's a host, co-host on your show?
That's a drummer?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm drawing a blank. I'm forgetting his name, but he's friends with me on Facebook or
Is it the other drummer?
Right,
Who's the
yeah.
drummer that does the other show? The guy that plays with all the Alan Childs?
yeah, that's his name. Right. I'm sorry for forgetting.
The summer,
Oh,
the
the
drummer for
drummer
Rock
for-
of Ages. I knew who you.
love
I
that
knew who
yeah,
you meant.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
It's an
yeah.
amazing show.
Yeah, we went and saw it a couple days ago.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
And that's another one I'm going to
It's
go
at the Rio
see.
now.
Oh yeah, you have to
Don't go to
see
the
it.
Venetian. It's now at the Rio.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
better go to the Rio.
Go to the Rio.
All right,
Yeah.
Abe, enough joking
Yeah.
around, okay? I have an organization called WEMA, Women in Music and Arts, and it's empowering artists of all ages through education, mentoring, and scholarships. And I have to ask you a question because it's all about the arts and it's all about, the schools don't think the government doesn't think, the arts are important anymore, even though everything in the world it has some kind of art involved in it, like architecture, like music and commercials and movies and everything else. But what would you suggest to a new artist who was starting out, or a new, somebody who's starting out in the industry? What would be the number one thing that you would suggest to them?
Well, I would just say try to become a real musician or a real singer. Don't try to be don't try to imitate and be a flash in the pan, because it just, imitating whatever's happening today, just as we all know, it comes and goes. So when I talk to young people about, a lot of people are interested in becoming singers today, maybe because of American Idol and shows like that. But I tell them to get serious about it, to be a real singer, be a real singing musician type, take it seriously. Just something, then it's something you can do your whole life, as guys like me and people like some of the people I've mentioned that are friends of mine. I mean, like guys in Las Vegas. I mean, those are the cream of the crop, and they've been working in Las Vegas for 30-some years, and maybe more, and they're still in demand because they're true musicians, true singers, and they really give everything they have to the craft, as opposed to just, not be nice if we could all made it big when we were 17 and cute. I'm actually getting more attention now at this point, but I'm enjoying it.
At
I really
35,
am, so.
right? Yeah. Uh-huh.
So, but yeah, I guess that's I don't have any real profound advice. Just be real. I mean, that's kind of what Stand and Deliver is about, because there's a lot of flashy people out there, not just in music, but in all walks of life today, where they talk a good game, and it's like, okay, now let's show me what you really have. Show me what you're really made of, and stand there. Don't give me any of the flash. Just give me what you got. So.
Well, I think that's really good sound advice. I mean, seriously. And you made a big point there. With everything being so quick and easy to get and access, and Google and Facebook and all this stuff, and kids still think that, Lady Gaga, all she did was go on Facebook, and then she got 1,000 million, fans, and became a star overnight. Well, it was 10 years in the working. Come on,
It was more than that.
Absolutely.
Well, even more.
Absolutely.
She's worked a long time to become even relevant, and then
You
to
can't
become
be a
famous.
pretender. You can't be a
Yeah.
pretender and sing the national anthem as well as she did.
Oh, she was
Knocked
amazing.
it out of the park.
She
So
killed it.
That's what when your feet are held to the fire like that, you better have something to bring to the table.
Isn't it funny? Isn't it
bless
funny
her.
how everything comes down to the national anthem?
Oh yeah, it's the hardest song to sing.
Because you can go and you can record in the studio your songs, and but still, or you can perform on stage. But when you go out and sing the national anthem, people don't realize what a challenging song that is. And when I did it, the first time I did it was for the NHRA drag races out in Indianapolis, and and it was so funny because I made sure that I started on the right note. because it's all about the right note.
If you start on the wrong note, but forget it. It's all downhill.
It's all downhill, and so I played it very safe, and also because I'm a singer that has started out a lot longer ago. Then I sang it the traditional way instead of doing all the gymnastics that a lot of the younger singers,
the
Christina
Which is
Aguilera.
the better way to do it, in my opinion.
Right, and I had many people that responded, when they saw it on Facebook, and also came up to me after the event and said it was so nice to just hear it done the regular way, the right way, But we've heard so many people get really just trashed because they don't do it very well. Anyway, enough of that.
I've been lucky the couple times that I've done it, and I've done it in Las Vegas at some corporate events. I've been lucky enough to do it as a group. So I did it with three of us, three singers singing it. I've never really had to stand up there by myself in a major setting like that and do it. Now, Ann Cochran, she gets called all the time. She runs downtown to the Cavaliers game and Cavs game, and she sings it like it's nothing. I mean, she's got way more.
She nails it.
Than I do, so.
Right. You were talking about corporate gigs, and corporate gigs are a good way to make money for an artist, for for a musician, and in fact, Dave Johnson and Veronica do a lot of corporate gigs.
Yes.
Yeah, well, especially in Las Vegas, the corporate gigs are getting better and better. I mean, there was a while things were a little down there, but for corporate stuff, but it seems to have picked back up. It looks like so.
So tell me where you're performing next.
Well, I actually don't have. We don't have anything on the calendar right now because Ann Cochran just came back from a tour with Jim Brickman. She does an annual holiday tour with him. And so we're planning on doing a show together. Most likely, we're going to pick a place where the "Who's Gonna Baby You" is being played, and where there's some interest in what we're doing. Mm-hmm. So maybe Las Vegas. I don't know, just maybe a small room. I'm not looking to do a big room. I don't think that we could fill it, but just a nice, small, little intimate setting somewhere that we can do a show. So maybe Las Vegas, but not sure where that's going to be right now.
Okay, well, let me know if you want me.
Ann Cochran's new album, that I produced, called Deeper, and like I said, it's got a couple singles that are being worked right now. Radio one is "Who's Gonna Baby You" with me, and then another one just coming out to adult contemporary radio called "The Moment You Were Mine," which is a tremendous ballad, and she sounds great on it. So you'll probably be hearing that soon.
Yeah, she's got an amazing voice, and what I really liked about it was that her voice is just so pure. I mean, the minute she opened her mouth, it was like
she's got a great. After 20 years with Jim Brickman, her fans are used to her doing a certain type of thing, which I'm not taking away from that at all. She has a beautiful voice that lends itself well to that, but she has a little bit of an R&B thing, a little more of a street rock and roll thing that she and I used to do back in the day. So when I came back to Cleveland and we reunited and we went in the studio, I tried to tap into that side of Ann Cochran that I don't think a lot of people have ever heard her in, and she's getting a lot of great response from it. So I'm happy about that.
Well, that's good. I think these guys have a question, but
No, I'm just enjoying listening.
She bailed out.
Veronica, now you're a singer as well?
Yes.
All right. So and you're doing a show in Las Vegas?
We do shows here and there. We do small sets and shows, but mostly corporate stuff. Like we've performed. Gosh, what was the last thing we did
Anderson's.
Wonderground.
We did Wonderground.
Yeah, Jeff McBride's Wonderground.
Yeah.
We debuted a new trick that we've been working on.
For all these musicians, so it's kind of nerve-wracking.
It was very nerve-wracking. The hardest thing is to perform in front of performers. That is the hardest thing.
That's how the Santa Fe gig is. They were at the Palms for years, but now they're at the South Point. And Jerry Lopez always says most of the people in the audience could do this gig, because there's so many great musicians and singers that come to the show. So yeah, I hear you. That nothing puts more pressure on you than trying to play for more other musicians and singers.
In fact,
So,
Abe, Veronica's going to do something very special for us. We're gonna have her in a couple minutes. She's going to go slip into something more comfortable, and
yeah.
and then she's going to sing a song for us while she gets
well,
out
I'm
of
gonna
it.
have to look you guys up when next time I'm in Vegas, which may be soon. And please look up my son Ross LaMarca.
We're going to.
Oh, yeah.
Check him out.
Okay.
Check him out. I'm giving everybody a plug today. Everybody.
Well, that's what it's all
Don't
about,
mind
isn't
it.
it? It's about giving back too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can we
So,
get a plug for Edison? Is that okay?
Can we get a plug
What's
for
that?
what?
A plug for Edison?
Is that a light bulb joke?
It's a light bulb. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, good. Very good.
Brumpum. So give us your website again.
AbeLamarca.com, and that's where you can buy the CD, Stand and Deliver. You can buy it at all the different online sites.
Right.
But AbeLamarca.com is where you can buy the physical CD, and I'd be glad to sign it for anybody if they. Maybe I could send you a couple CDs. You can give them away or something. But
Well, that'd be great.
trying to continue to build the fan base in Las Vegas.
Right.
And Las Vegas has a great local crowd that supports live music and the
It's building
entertainers.
up again,
and
which
I
is
really
great.
appreciated them when I was there.
Yeah.
And so I want to say hello to all of them. And I'll be there. I'll be back home soon.
Good. We'll be looking forward to it, and we're going to be promoting your stuff, all your music, and yeah, definitely send us out some CDs, and we'd love to give them away to, to our people that call in or who,
I
write
will.
in.
Great.
Yeah. Now, are you on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and all of that, or do you focus on one or more than the other?
I'm not all that great at it, but I'm Facebook. I'm on Facebook and that. So yeah, and I respond to people when they contact me. I'm not hard to find,
Okay, good.
Don't tell my bill collectors, but I'm easily found. But if you guys come to Cleveland, I'll take you around. It's a pretty cool town.
Yeah, I
Probably
haven't been
one of the
there.
best hidden, one of the best kept secrets in the country. It's a pretty hip town.
I've never been there.
Good people here in Cleveland for sure.
Yeah, Dave wants to say something. I can tell he's
Two
opened his
things.
mouth.
One,
and
a
he's-
statement and a question. One, if you have a Waffle House, I'd love to go. Do you have a Waffle House?
Oh yeah, we have a Waffle House.
I'll
Dave is
be there.
obsessed with waffle
And then
houses.
it's the greatest restaurant in the world.
I've never
And
been to one.
It's amazing.
Oh, they're
And-
great.
Oh yeah,
Never
They're
been
the
to Waffle
Midwest.
House.
Yeah,
Oh,
and they're fantastic.
And
And
the
then
South.
number 2, would you take me to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? That'll be number 3
And that
for
way you can say it's the third time you've been there.
And I'll bring you guys are more than welcome to come right to my house, and we'll have pasta
I
right
wanna
here
go to a
on
baseball
Sunday.
game.
Come over here, and we'll have pasta, and we'll hang over here.
We'll have pasta. All right, sounds good.
Always welcome. Yeah, that's big here.
Well,
So,
I just had a big dinner on Sunday, and I was in the kitchen. And if you go to my Facebook, Sandy Kastel, you will see me in my little apron, mixing up some, for the
wait a
tiramisu.
minute, What is that?
Huh?
No, you're just getting me all excited over here.
I was going to reach for my phone, Dave. I was like, hold on a second. Let me step out of the room. This is great.
I forgot I was in Cleveland for a minute.
I must have missed it. Whew. All right, went over
The
my
apron,
head.
Sandy.
Oh, I was-
apron.
oh,
You were
I
wearing
was-
a little apron. And I was like, oh
In
my
a little
god.
apron.
Like, my fiance is here. This isn't like, what are you doing?
You know what? I should have known. Men, they jump to these
Take over the
things.
show, Dave. Go ahead. Just take
I
over.
did laugh. I'm sorry, I laughed.
My apron was over a dress, boys, okay?
Oh, okay.
I would not post it on Facebook. Come
Totally
on.
lost
All right
interest.
already. Even though I have seen girls post a lot more. So on
Or
that
a lot
note,
less.
and a lot less exactly, like a thong, Anyway, so it's been great having you on the show, Abe. But
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. It was fun.
I'll let you know the next time I'm wearing an apron. Okay. Anyway, have a great day, and we will talk to you soon. Okay.
Okay, God bless you guys. Thanks so much.
Okay. Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
That was Abe LaMarca, and we're going to be checking out his music at abelamarca.com. And for all you guys out there that are thinking the same thoughts, Well, go ahead. I don't care. Anyway, so we're gonna talk to Dave Johnson a little bit while we send Veronica off to the ladies' room to get dressed into something else more comfortable. And see, here we are. It's a whole thing
he has to
about
put
what
me in
we're
it.
wearing. Is it an apron?
No.
But it is a two-person experiment.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to dress her.
He has to put me in
I've
it,
got to
yeah.
get her in there. Yeah.
Okay.
But we can. You know what? We
John, then just look at me.
You know what? I could talk to you back and forth like
can
this.
talk at
I
the
could talk
same
from her
time?
microphone while I'm getting her ready.
Okay.
And then you and I can talk back and forth.
And then we'll put
Yeah,
the
is that
camera
good?
on me. Okay.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
All right, now, folks, I'm going to be talking with Dave Johnson as he dresses Veronica. Yes. And this is not Veronica Lake. This is Veronica of Pink Tie Magic. Yes. And they perform here live many times on special events, a lot of corporate gigs. And you can find them at the what's your place that you get? PinkTieMagic.com, correct?
Magic.com.
There you are.
And also Facebook, Pink Tie Magic, Instagram, Pink Tie Magic, and as well as Twitter, Pink Tie Magic.
Do you put pictures out on Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah, of her in her little
Apron?
outfit?
Yeah, that too.
Apron?
That's
Okay. Anyway, so speaking of aprons, there's a lot of different aprons that you can get. There is John is skulking around behind the camera out there in between everything. So, John, how was your weekend?
Very nice.
Did you enjoy the dinner on
A
Sunday?
wonderful dinner.
Come on, get on a microphone. Come on. We're going to put John Stiles on the camera right now, and he's going to readjust his camera over there so he can get himself in there. I had a dinner on Sunday evening, and I invited a few of my friends and family and guests, and we had some business going on.
The food was awesome.
Yeah, the food
was
really?
awesome.
Oh, tell me.
No, it was.
No, seriously,
the
tell me.
shrimp, the ravioli, I think, was the
Hit?
epitome. That was the best.
It was?
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was
Everybody
spinach ravioli.
Spinach ravioli.
And the trick to preparing the spinach,
What's the trick?
I didn't know this, but Giovanna is the one that's been teaching me now. She's teaching me about the art of cooking Italian, and we are going to...
Wait. The art of cooking Italian or the art of cooking an Italian?
No. The art of cooking Italian.
Gotcha.
And what we're going to do is we are going to do some cooking classes. I'm so excited because Giovanna is a fabulous chef.
And she's a good teacher, too.
And she's adorable. She's an amazing painter.
I didn't know
Do you
that.
realize that years ago I was in Ferraro's and I saw these beautiful paintings, and they were of people. Okay, and there were those big pictures, and they had James Dean, Marilyn Monroe, all the famous people, and they were up on the walls at Ferraro's over when it was on Flamingo. And I said, "Who is this? I mean, are these pictures? They really look like photos of the people. They were
Wow.
so realistic looking." And here I am sitting down with Giovanna just a few weeks ago, and or a month ago by now. And we were talking, and I was telling her all about the things that I'm doing, the projects and the TV show and the radio show and all the stuff that I'm doing. And then it was her turn, and she started telling me about her stuff. And she went at 14 years old. Her parents let her go to school. She said, "I want to go to school to be an artist." So she's from Sicily. And actually, her parents let her go at 14 years old to go to school to learn how to paint.
Wow.
And her paintings are they're just like the
Where did she go to
They're
school?
just like the masters. Oh, don't ask me that. I don't know.
okay.
It
No,
was in Italy.
I thought that might
It was
be-
in Italy somewhere,
okay.
whatever.
Yeah.
But
The Michelangelo School
of painting.
painting, yeah.
And so she became this fabulous painter, and she sells her paintings all over the world, and has a big collectors. I should say a big body of work and
Right.
a lot of collectors. And Lawrence, will you stop talking? I can hear you whispering over there. It's so loud. No. Anyway, so
Trying to do a radio show
I mean,
here, man.
and
Oh,
people
what
are
the heck
changing in
is
the
this?
show in the studio
Yeah.
here. I mean, my gosh.
All of these distractions. I don't know how you.
I know. Well, you're not looking that direction.
I don't know how
are
you do it. Yeah.
I do it very carefully. But anyway, so Giovanna taught me, and the key to fixing the spinach ravioli is that when you're making the spinach, when you're cooking the spinach, you do not put it in water to boil it.
So.
Now listen, ask why. Ask why.
Well, I was going to say, won't it burn?
No, just
Okay, why?
ask why.
Why
Okay,
don't you
John,
put it
ask
in
me what
water?
I want you to ask me.
Okay.
Okay. So
Why don't you put it in water to boil, Sandy?
all you don't need to put it into water, because all you do is put it into the pot, put the lid on it, and then you keep checking it, and you don't have any water in it. You just let it, and what it will do is it will wilt. and it wilts down, and you keep an eye on it, and then when it's all wilted, then you take it out and you use a pureer and you puree the spinach, and then you mix it in with the ricotta and the white pepper and the salt, and you fix it all up. And then of course she showed me I made the pasta. The pasta, and then we use the pasta machine, and you put it through, and it gets thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner. Anyway, so she showed me how to do it, and that was my first. Well, actually, that was the first time making the raviolis that way for me. Yes, so it was wonderful.
It was excellent.
Thank you.
Everything was great. I mean, everybody was talking about the food, so.
And we had a good time, and the tiramisu.
And it was nice seeing old friends too. People we hadn't seen.
And some new
or
friends. You had some new friends and some old friends and some family from out of the state.
Yep.
And so we had a great time. We had about 34 people there.
Yeah.
It was a lot of people.
I have pictures to prove it.
Oh, you do? And we're going to get a little scenario of that, right? You're going to give us a
we
little
do.
collection. Okay, I think she's ready.
Is she ready?
She's ready.
All
and
right,
she's going
hang
to,
on.
all right, Victoria, oops. Careful, John. Don't hurt yourself. John has to go behind the camera now and get it all ready. And now, go ahead, Victoria. Go to your spot. Oh, she's going to talk first.
Oh, no, I thought you were going to ask me a question.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I was, but I guess not
All right, should
anymore.
I do the announcing?
Yes, please.
This is like the start of the show.
This is Dave Johnson.
All right.
Dave Johnson.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Pink Tie Magic. Please put your hands together because she can't. Here she is, Veronica.
I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy for feeling so blue. I know you'd love me as long as you want me, and that someday you'd leave me for somebody new. Worry, why do I let myself worry? Wondering what in the world did I do? Oh, I'm crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for crying and crazy for trying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for crying and crazy for trying, and I'm crazy for loving you.
Oh, and for those of you who are just listening right now, you can't see what she's doing, but she just got herself out of a straitjacket. And that's kind of like getting yourself out of love, right? And but you will be able to watch it when you watch us online. That's right, at VegasAllNetRadio.com. So now, how did you ever decide that this was something that you wanted to do?
So this particular I don't even know what to call it. Piece. It was one of those things where we were sitting at home one day, and I was looking at Dave's. He has like 3 or 4 straitjackets, and I said, "Would it be ridiculous if I got out of a straitjacket while singing Crazy?" And he goes, "I don't understand what you're asking." I was like, "Well, what if I did this?" And then I put it on. He put me in it, and I and I got out of it while singing, and he was like,
Let's
"That's
do it."
brilliant, do it." And I was like, "Okay."
Well, I loved it. And I think Dave Johnson has something he wants to show us
Yeah.
here, a little card
Yeah,
trick
you bet.
before we end our
You
show
bet.
here.
Sure.
We saved all of 3 minutes for you.
That's right. Have you ever seen a mark?
I have a comment for that.
Have you ever Have you ever seen a marked deck of cards marked for cheating purposes?
No,
That is
no,
probably
no.
not. This is a marked deck of cards I bring with me everywhere I go. It's got these edge markings on the side of the deck right there. That's a black felt tip marker on the borders of the cards, not too subtle. Back in the days of Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday, they used to mark them a little bit more subtly. They would take whatever the top card was, say in the situation the 9 of hearts right there,
Right.
and they'd mark it with a fingernail mark so they knew exactly where it was in the deck.
Right.
When the mark was rubbed away, of course the card was gone, and that's when I start off the magic. Here's what's going to happen. Sandy, I'm going to run my finger through the deck like this. What I want you to do is go ahead and tell me, if you would, when to stop.
Right there.
Right there. Everyone sees the card. Got it? Yes. 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 Yes.
I see it.
And, sir, hang on right there. Is that the 10 of hearts in your glasses right there? Yes. Thank you for not wearing the contacts today. I appreciate that. All right. All right. My job's to do 3 things and 3 things only. The
Don't
first
wear
thing,
glasses.
First thing I have to do is I have to make some sort of sense out of these edge markings.
Okay.
There's hidden messages on this deck because I used to work for the CIA. I used to work in, don't believe that. It's Johnson, not Snowden. The second thing is I have to take this mixed up mess right here and unshuffle it in 3 shuffles, putting it back into its brand new order. It's
Oh
kind of
my
like a
gosh.
Rubik's Cube, but this is paper instead of plastic.
Yeah.
It's right to say it, my last job now that I think about it. Thanks for getting the bagger joke. And last thing is I have to go and find your card, the 10 of hearts, in a very special way. The
Okay.
first shuffle is known as the suit shuffle, separates the 4 suits, hearts, clubs, diamonds, spades, and reminds me of a joke, actually.
Okay.
What's the difference between a magician and a deck of cards? Thanks
don't
for
know.
asking, John. The deck of cards does have 3 other suits. It's not funny, guys. I'm living proof that joke's not funny.
True
Check
story.
this out on the side of the deck right there. It actually does say a name does appear. It says, if you look very carefully, it says Dave Johnson 4 times right there on the side of the deck. Dave Johnson. That's the hearts, clubs, diamonds, spades all separated.
It does. 4
Hearts on
times.
top, yes, spades on bottom. But it's
Oh
also
my
a
God.
family tree. It's myself, father, grandfather, and great-grandfather, all 4 born David Johnson. All 4 magicians use this same deck. That's why it's so old.
Oh my gosh.
The second shuffle is known as the color shuffle, separates the red cards and the black cards. What do you
Okay.
call a magician without a girlfriend? Homeless, and that's not funny either.
That's why you put a ring on
Good
it.
thing
Or
I'm
lonely.
engaged now. Yeah, that's fine. Fun shuffle the deck now twice, and it still says Dave Johnson, but this time instead of 4 times, this time it says it, of course, twice. Red cards on top. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Black cards on the bottom.
Wow.
Now the third and final shuffle is known as the extra value shuffle, but since I'm not working for McDonald's, well, anymore, we got to rename that shuffle. I told that joke earlier today, and this woman reaches across at me and she says, "No, but my husband does." And he was angry. He stood up. He wanted to fight me. I said, "Sir, back off. You have benefits."
Hey, listen,
great
this is
job.
Dave Johnson and Veronica Pink Tie Magic,
Yes.
and we have run out of time, Dave.
Oh,
but
there it is.
thank you
right
so
about-
much,
Ooh,
and
you wanna
for
see
being
something
with
else?
us. What?
You want to see? Oh, your 10 of hearts.
10 of hearts. There
Boom,
it is.
there it is right
okay.
there.
Thank you so much for everybody being on the
Thank you
show
for
and for
having
Abe
us.
LaMarca, AbeLaMarca.com, and PinkTieMagic.com. Check everybody out, and we will see you again on Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show next Tuesday night at 5 p.m. Bye.